you call this particular update as so. The First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, there is a breaking news and an issue a so about her. A trendy on social media, and then they say that's sorry a particular woman on no CS or a TikTok blogger. Now this particular woman I can say no, this is a video in the video near the two screens so no. It's for that's sorry a man and say patch say. Flash staff house wa kamia ko John Dramani Mahama on the First Lady no omuntim issue kakraka wo na issue ben na wo according to this particular lead no patch say emre bi etwi man na nsem na as a First Lady president of Ghana John Dramani Mahama on oba bi ekwadai no ne oba no kwadai no na First Lady Lordina obepie so no hu ye echi no First Lady so ne be ma for akwada ama me no ka say no First Lady ene be ma for akwada Mahama ehu ama Mahama ne bufu ama na bedane nsem na this some lady be to on social media no okay no many people thought and many of us saw how can it be? I mean, how can you come out and seek these things without any proof? But ultimately, what we saw was that a police force was also watching. They were all watching all of these things and saying that there be for you to come out and see these things about the sitting president and the First Lady, then it means there was some evidence. And alternative for copy evidence at Lidi na awanyi. Now, ye bebo video no of what the lady said in question. I mean, I landed here in this particular mess. Definitely we have more updates concerning a lot of issues and near the bro right here on this particular platform. But before then, no, yanko T in Sema, this particular lady, Dia, the friend on a Priscilla. That is the name we are getting right now. Dia, the friend, a Priscilla Anson. Or no, and I'm no case here and cancer and same way are trendy on social media. The Ghana police have arrested her with immediate effect. Now, what do you made now into me? First Lady, once I was so, President Mua. Did the guest, so did the guest now? Sabe, so I could dig First Lady cry best friend. Now, First Lady, so almost so funny, Crabia. Now, Mr. President will Ubufu, me say you what ya den. Yes, Flash staff house what ya den. Munko YouTube na munko he. Munko shall from Paul Master Sparrow Production. Na munko he na for crowdium. O yiri na for nyina, o yiri na for nyina wudium. Na wudi nyiri na for, o yiri made na wuntimi ni. First Lady once I was so wakofa ukunachi ama ukunachi. Munko he me say President Mua. Akofa did the guest, so did the guest na ma. Sabe so akodi First Lady cry best friend. Na First Lady so, ono so funny kunachi kakra bia. Na Mr. President ubufu. So immediately the stupid lady made these kind of pronouncements in the Ghana police force today. We can't sit down and allow this nonsense to go on. So on your screens, I say 35-year-old content creator Priscilla Anson has been remanded in custody by the Dental Circuit Court over the publication of false news with intent to mislead, cause fear and panic, and also in violation of Section 208 Clause 1 of the Criminal Offences Act 1960 Act 29. The suspect was arrested after publishing a widely circulated video in which she made disparaging remarks about the president and the First Lady. So, on this same way, able to now make these kind of assertions and check and yes okay unkwana na wonim de ekoso of last half for sa pepepe enu ti no de ye nya bibia bra na bebe kire mu bibia uhun se President John Dramani Mahama okubutu bi so ne da First Lady bi so First Lady so I then in payback on First Lady so enu obi akwakoda lady na so ayeshepa. In fact, this thing even went on viral and it went viral. Emma say why me crab react ya ohwe the whole screen so or say how wasn't she reviewing a movie on There Is More? Until ono kwa na ibisa say in some lady eka 17 no. Is it not a movie na or review na? What you say? Is it not a movie? Because uti in some lady na kind of point I say call YouTube Sparrow Frimpong wine Sally Frimpong man so Sparrow movies or can say but then who review movie and now cast a president. Who is the president and who is the First Lady? So the way she was seeing it, you know, it seemed says you President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, only First Lady and 7 is about them. What you say? But then Ibimo Pai says she was speaking about Selifin Pon Manso, the movie or about a certain president because Selifin Manso and the movie no no. It was about a president as I said, a political candidate, we are not a president on the first day, a whole lot of things. So, and also, Chemu said, I'm speaking about the characters in the movie, not John Dramani Mahama. But regardless, though, in Semna, Ekamiako said, it did not fall on well, and it didn't fall well for the people who were watching. Man, for believe it said, no, for you to come out and say these kind of things, you should have clearly made so. As my making is about movie, what can ya na odi good president anymore say, and I didn't trend this so now man for kase Mahama de sa not here. We are not shocked. Don't sister can no no yampa. You should have come out to say so. I'm not referring to the president of the Republic of Ghana, but then for views, any social media, you went on to do all this, and then so that is exactly what is really going on. Now we'll come back to that issue. You go back to Israel. Menuka said the Israel ambassador to Ghana, he is not at a good place at all, because Obeka said nanu a year resolution be a course. Now sa resolution a course no. Slavery repression resolution a course no. One of the things that we saw was that 3 countries actually voted against it, and 3 countries voted against it. One of them was Argentina, one of them was Israel, and one of them was the United States of America. Now, people are saying, how could Israel, maybe a trim Adolf Hitler, Jews, be 2 million, a whole lot of atrocities are Jews for FACA. Now, and you could vote against you could vote for a resolution against slavery reparations and for slavery reparations. Must say you guys don't want to be part. What is really wrong? And Israel ambassador to Ghana or that screens no or didn't seem be about to explain the reason why Israel for together with in 24 Mukru they refuse to actually say okay, they'll vote for Ghana in this particular regard. Now they brought out a press release in ready way or information screens in ready or say we Israel in Ghana or say adoption of the resolution declaration of the trafficking of enslaved Africans and racialized chattel enslavement of Africans as the gravest crime against humanity. Explanation of vote by Israel. So now Israel is actually giving an explanation why they voted against His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the resolution. I say Israel wishes to thank Ghana for bringing forward this important resolution. We recognize the enduring legacy of the transatlantic slave trade and the enslavement of Africans. These are atrocities whose consequences continue to shape societies and demand acknowledgement and remembrance. Israel has consistently supported initiatives that address the history and legacy of slavery. We approached this resolution in the same spirit with a genuine desire to join consensus. However, we regret that we are unable to support the resolution as adopted. This is mainly because the resolution defines the trafficking and enslavement of Africans as the gravest crime against humanity. While we fully recognize the unparalleled skill and cruelty of these crimes, we cannot accept language that effectively establishes a hierarchy among other crimes against humanity. So according to Israel, part of the entity of the voted against this was because in some a year or Monday by and a Ghana president for me, so I'm going to you the resolution seeks to address and also kind of look at the whole resolution like slavery, and the whole world, the gravest humanity, the gravest the gravest sin, and that's the gravest cruelty against humanity, and it's slavery. But the Israel for a part to say, Niema ya nkofo okru na wiase we mu no kini ne ketwa eni ne boni ni nyina no enye. So for us to say slavery is the gravest crime against humanity, what about the 2 million Jews in yeku no? Almost some argument and also while we fully recognize the unparalleled skill and cruelty of these crimes, we cannot accept language that effectively establishes a hierarchy among crimes against humanity. Such formulations risks diminishing the gravity of other atrocities, including the Jewish Holocaust by the Nazis, as well as other crimes that have caused immense human suffering. For this reason, Israel had to vote against the resolution. We did so with regrets. Our position does not reflect the lack of recognition of the horrors of slavery and its legacy, but rather stems from principled concerns regarding the text as it stands. We sincerely recognize these adjustments were not made during the negotiation processes that could have enabled broader support, including from Israel. Israel remains committed to combating racism, preserving historical truth, and ensuring that all crimes against humanity are remembered and addressed without hierarchy or politicization. You know, Israel for more than say, ye can't bonia and nanyema against people. We can't quantify it in hierarchy. So we assume but now we bas rosin we they be. Ye can't say na ni ankan ye. Why? Because nema boni bebre akoso. As anya ma bone na akoso no obia ebi ma bre ko de wo ka se eye ade a enye no obisu hu ne se eye ade a se biu ento de eye omo no ho. So we need to say eye crime and as eye ade a enye, but for you to say eye the greatest crime among humanity no, then the questioner Israel for ABC and said what the hell are they trying to say? And Newton or Mopai said they voted against this particular resolution. I mean, okay, say though, Israel together with Argentina and also the United States of America were the only three countries, just said they voted against this particular resolution. And we are seeing, say, clearly, no, many Ghanaians were not happy with this because in say Israel, the Ghana a Christian country, I say, it's a Christian country, no. You know, we revere Israel and also Egypt a lot, but and Jordan. So for all of these things to happen, let's just say we Ghanaians were very shocked. But the reason why this particular thing did happen, it's in Sema we'll be looking at it and also be trying to giving you more updates as more updates concern this particular issue. Once it begins to pour in. Now you're moving straight.